The show can't start until we crack open a bottle of Revelton. Whether it's their crisp, clean vodka, the bold spice of their rye whiskey, the rich smoothness of bourbon, or the original honey whiskey that started it all, every pour is a taste of craft and passion straight from the heart of Iowa. So pour yourself a drink, settle in, and get ready to relax, laugh, and enjoy the show.
Hey, it's Andrew Downs. I'm proud to support Three Beards Media, and I would love to work with you. If you need merchandise for your company, organization, band, softball team, whatever, I can help. From name brand apparel to promotional items, large orders or small, online stores, and more, I can help your brand stand out. AKC Marketing is local, based in Johnston, and we are an employee-owned business, so our costs are low and our turnaround times are fast. But most importantly, we give you personal service to make sure you get exactly what you're looking for. Email me at andrew@akcmarketing.com or find me on social media, and let's make some cool stuff together. Now sit back and enjoy this Three Beards Media podcast.
Would you like to sample some of my nuts?
You can lift your weights, you can run your miles, but you ain't got what's been earned through trials. It ain't in the gym, ain't in the youth, it's in busted knuckles and hard-lived truth. Back's been sore since 99, but I still stack wood and I'll still outgrind. Call me slow, call me old, but I got hands that could bend pure gold. Ain't about muscle, ain't about speed, it's about the fire when the time comes to lead. You can talk real tough, you can flex real wide, but when it's time to dig in, boys, step aside. Old man strength, built to last, years of work, no need for class. Ain't no quit, ain't no doubt, you don't know tough till you've been worn out. Woke up stiff, but I'll shake it loose. Been swinging these hands since Reagan was news. Call it stubborn, call it pride, call it wisdom that just won't die.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Old Man Strength. I am your host, Chris Shipley. Not joined by Tim or Aaron this week. I am joined by Amy Addison, our marketing director at Three Beards Media, and former host of a Hot Mess Happy Hour, which still lives up because she was 5 minutes late and she's lost screen twice.
Yeah, that happens.
All from the AKC Andrew Downs Marketing Studio and sponsored by Revelton Distilling Company, styled by JJ Boutique, the We Will Pizza, Iowa Beef Steakhouse, and Kyle Lehman at Wintrust Mortgage. We're also joined by Caitlin, who is
I'm here too.
Normally by
Yay.
my co-host of Like Father, Like Daughter, because
I love to make fun of you.
yes, and that's what this episode is all about. No
Same,
guest
Caitlin,
tonight.
Same.
Right. No guest tonight.
guest?
No guest tonight. Well, you're the guest. So
Amy and I are here.
well,
I know,
you
right?
guys are also semi-employees of Three Beards Media. So, and by semi, I mean you don't get a paycheck.
Yeah, no, I get to use the pool in the backyard.
Yeah, you get to use the pool.
There you go.
I get to help
Right.
clean the pool in the backyard.
Yeah, well,
There you
now,
go.
Now
Yep.
that you live here, you should. So yeah, we're gonna do something different tonight. We are going to. It's just basically going to be a night of roasting me. But
I'm so excited.
I know you are. I blame Aaron. Well, actually, I blame you three because in the group chat we were talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know. We got off on a tangent, and you guys started talking about personality tests, and I believe my response was, I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about."
Yeah, yeah. I think you called us crazy, which
I
It's
think I may have said.
accurate. but
Right. I may have said, "What are
something.
you assholes talking about?" I believe is what I said.
oh, okay, that could be. Yeah,
In my defense, I've been giving up negativity online for Lent, so I have to have an outlet somewhere. So,
Yeah, it's
So
been
it's in
real
the group
brutal.
chat.
yeah, so it's in the group
It's
chat.
been real brutal here at home since Lent started.
I think I've been a pleasure to be around. Thank you very much.
Oh.
So, the challenge by Aaron was, let's have Chris take a personality test and see if he actually has one.
Yep.
So that's what I did. After I bitched and moaned that it was $20.
Yes. You know, inflation. It used to be 12. If you would have done it 5 years ago, it was $12.
Well, in my defense, also, I accidentally added to the cart
and got a discount. So now I paid $36 for 2 of them. So really, it only cost me 18. And we have an extra one if we want to give one to somebody. So
Caitlin needs to do it.
So she was gonna do it, but I didn't think she'd get 144 questions done in 10 minutes.
Wait. You asked me, when did you ask me to come on the pod?
At like 5 o'clock.
Okay. Wrong.
Yes, it was. It was at 5 o'clock.
You
I have
texted me
receipts.
before 5
I did not.
and said she was joining us.
Maybe I did. I didn't get home till 4:30.
Oh, I don't remember.
Why are you looking at your phone? It's not like I texted you and asked you.
No, you asked me, and then at 5:30, you asked me in person, and then at 5:30, you said, "So, do you want to do that pod
Yes,
tonight
right.
with us?"
Okay.
So, because you had mentioned something to me at my walk, after my walk around
Yes.
4:30,
Yeah. When
when I
were
was
passed
coming
out.
inside, and then
and
I went
tired.
and laid outside. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, it was 10 minutes before the show was about to start. This was I've been
You
chilling
wanna do
down
this?
here watching Survivor, playing a game, and he comes down and he's like, I was like, "Wow, it's too bad you didn't buy 2. Like, it would have been funny to compare our results." And he was like, "Well, I did actually buy 2." And I was like,
Okay.
"And you didn't
So
lead with that? Like, hey, that would have." That's why I'm like, that would have been my first thought. Would have been like, "Well, I bought 2. Oh, well, maybe I'll give one. Caitlin, I want you to come on the podcast tonight. Hey, I actually have an extra personality test. Why don't you take it?" And giving me 3 hours to complete it as opposed to 10 minutes to
Well, at
complete.
144 questions, you would have needed 3 hours because that was fucking ridiculous.
Okay, well,
oh my goodness. It
Also-
was not that bad.
Also,
there's no wrong answers.
well, I think there is because
I don't want to be labeled a sociopath.
right. There was a couple questions I was like, neither one of these apply to me. A, I'm not depressed because I'm not good enough, and no, I'm not depressed because I'm an overachiever. Like neither one of those. Where's the option C?
Hey, well, I
That
could have
was-
answered that one for you.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
All right. So
So
all these tests, Amy, you sent me what?
I sent you the Enneagram. So a lot of companies will do like Myers-Briggs or the color personality one. And those are more about how the world sees you, because like you take those and you send them to people and they fill out this questionnaire and whatever about you and how you interact with them. Whereas
See, I don't like that.
Enneagram,
I don't like that because I don't trust other people's opinion of myself, of me. I feel like
Exactly.
they're biased. I
Okay.
feel like they're biased.
I love Caitlin's laughing in the background.
I just think you're afraid to
So-
face some hard truths about yourself.
So
Also, I've pissed a lot
one
of people
reason, one reason I want Caitlin to take this is because Enneagram isn't just who you are as a person. It takes into account like childhood traumas and how
Oh
they
my
shape
God.
who
Okay,
you how they shape who you are now.
so this is
Now
what we'll
Caitlin's
do.
excited.
Right, this is what we'll do. Well, her mom's a real handful, let me tell you. So it'll be all your mom's fault.
Have you met you?
Not Stacy.
No, not Stacy. Yeah,
Let's,
the other
let's
one.
clarify that.
Yeah. The what's the term we used?
Well, I am not going to use it.
Can you text it to me? Because I don't remember what it was.
It's that person's favorite word with face at the end of it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, here's what we'll do.
I would
then.
never say that though.
Here's what we'll do. I will give you the test after this, and we do a follow-up episode on like father, like daughter, and we bring Amy back
Mm-hmm.
and do a follow-up
Okay.
episode on like father, like daughter.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
what we'll do. Okay. All right.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So set us up here. What are we gonna look at here?
So there are free things and stuff that you can do, like free tests online that you can look at. But the one that you pay for is like the best one I have found, the most accurate of it. And I would have to go way back to, I think I did mine like 6-7 years ago, something like that. No.
I thought you were gonna do
And-
6-7 there for a second.
Oh, she was trying.
I almost did, and then I I canceled that.
And then she saw her
So-
audience.
Yeah, Caitlin's a teacher.
Yeah,
She's about
yep,
sick of that.
yep, exactly.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So I did it a while ago, but like it gave me a number. So Enneagram has 9 types, and there's
Yes.
like a whole thing about, so this is your base number. And when you're stressed, you exhibit signs of this one, or you pull from this one, or when you're in growth, you pull from this one. So, for example, I'm a 7. So when I'm stressed, I go to 1, and I get super critical of me and other people. I feel like everything has to be perfect and everything has to be organized, and that's just that's what I go to. So Enneagram has really helped me in noticing, yes, I'm color coordinating my closet. Maybe that means that I'm in a stress thing and I need to look at self-care before I get to the overly critical part of it. So like I can see those things. So like one time I sent my friend Amber, who knows a lot about Enneagram as well, I sent her a picture of my organized kitchen utensil drawer. I said, look what I did today. And she said, so first of all, that looks good. Second of all, what's wrong? And what do you need to do for self-care right now? So like it's one of those things that we've learned that, but also in growth, when I'm in growth, I go to a 5. And so I'm like constantly
Okay.
looking for additional knowledge and stuff like that.
So the top, so the 9, it broke it down for me out of the 9 of what my top is to my bottom. So
Okay, so it's not necessarily that. So like so I sent you that graphic,
yes.
and it has a whole bunch of lines going everywhere. So if you look at your number, and it's not
You're talking about
necessarily,
this one.
yes.
Okay.
So like if you look at 7 on there, I'm pointing to the screen like I have a red laser pointer.
Right. No, I get it.
But if you look at 7, and the line that goes off to the left goes to 1, and the line that goes to the right is 5. So the one that goes to the left is always your stress number, and the one that goes to the right is your growth number.
Okay, hold on.
So
Oh, I figured it out. But I guess like his results, looking at them, don't give him a number. It has the type number like in order from your highest score to the lowest
Yeah.
score. So would his
Yep.
highest score be his number? So like it says that type
Use-
2, the helper
Kind of.
is a 25, and that's his highest score. So is he a 2?
not necessarily. So
Okay.
it's usually in your top 1, 2, or 3.
Okay.
Because
Well, I have
often you
I
find
actually have
it
4.
easiest. Okay. So it's usually one of your top 3 numbers. So if you have like 3 of them that are tied for number 2 or something like that, so it's usually that kind of gives you a place to start and a place to look at.
My goodness.
So
Okay.
so
So let's get rid
I
of it
wanted, yes.
and let's bring up
So
the test, the results.
when you texted me and you said, do you want me to send you the results? And I was like,
Yes.
no, I want to know. I want to see it live.
Okay.
So, if you go there, so a lot of people will test as a type 2 in the first one. So
Okay.
I did as well. But often, so when you get more into it, like with, there's subtypes and all kinds of other things that go along with it. So technically, I'm a social 7, which sometimes presents as a number 2. So I am not at all surprised by your second one on there.
Is a
I am
challenger?
not. Yes, I am not at all surprised by that. And it's like one of those things that you don't want to type other people because it is about your core motivations.
Okay.
It's not about what you look like or anything. It's about your core motivations, what is important to you. So, like, um, uh, like with a 7, my core motivation is to be satisfied. Like that's inside of me. That's what I want. I want to be satisfied. And that's not what everybody has. And excuse me, I'm sorry. So I have a really good friend who is a type 8.
Yep.
And so you being a 2 or an 8, either one of those does not surprise me at all. But you don't want to type other people. You want to let them figure that out. So,
Sure. So if we look at
themselves.
this, the type 2 is the helper.
Yes. So type 2, so you have that thing there.
Yep.
So when you are in growth, you go to 4. If you're in stress, you go to 8. So as a 2.
Okay.
So
I see the
you
line.
could present as an 8,
Yeah.
whereas 8 could be your core motivation. And you would go to 2 in stress and 5 in growth.
So I feel like you're the opposite.
That's what I think too. I think I'm the opposite. I think that I'm normally a 2, and when I stress out, I become an 8.
Okay.
So a 2,
and that could be
a desire to feel love, to connect with others in a heartfelt way, and to be source of benevolence and love in the world. So I think that. I mean, I'm a nice guy.
I would disagree, actually.
Why are you disagreeing with that?
I would disagree that your main personality is either the challenger or the loyalist. Although I thought the peacemaker was interesting. Go back up to your results.
Okay, so the results were, let's go back. The results were my highest score was a 2.
Mm-hmm.
My second highest score was an 8. And then I was tied third with 6 and 9.
6 and 9.
6 is a loyalist, and a 9 is not even.
It's a peacemaker. And I thought peacemaker was really interesting because I think that you played that role for a very long time, and had you taken this test a year ago, that probably would have scored higher, because I think of the role that you played for so long in your family.
Yeah.
And then
you're talking about in regards to mom and my sister.
Yeah, just all that. It's like, and you've made peace with what, with people, but like you're not having to play like the bridge anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No,
that's
fair.
I just thought that was really interesting. I would though argue like the challenger, because wait, left is what and right is what? You got to remind me again.
Left is stress and right is growth.
Right is
if you're
what's that word?
Right is growth.
Okay.
So according to this, so they're saying my 2 is my core, which is the helper. And when I stress, I go to 8. And when I grow, I go to a 4.
Yes.
Which 4 wasn't even on there. 4 wasn't even in my top thing. So
yeah, and it won't.
That makes sense.
So
okay.
yeah.
And 4 is the individualist, sensitive, withdrawn type. Okay, so man, I feel like this is really backwards. And I'll tell you why. Here's a great example.
Okay.
A couple weeks ago at work, I had a stressful week. Like I was out of town, some stuff happened. I had to bust some stuff out. I just was like, okay. And it was one of those deals where I was like, all right, I'm gonna, not that anybody did anything, but like, I'm going to get this shit done. So it was a matter of, I started closing my door in my office, just putting in music, isolating myself, and just busting through a bunch of stuff. And to me, that's a combination of 8 and 4. Like I went withdrawn. I was sensitive because I was kind of stressed out. And then I decided to be like, okay, I'm going to power through this. I was angry, right? Kind of like that I was going to get this stuff done. So I feel like 4 and 8, when I get stressed, sometimes I do both, which is weird, right? I don't necessarily think 4 is a growth for me.
Okay. So it could be that when you are in your growth or when you're not stressed, you exhibit signs of 4, or that's what you want. So if you keep scrolling, you should have the information on type 4 as well.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Let's talk about relationship issues for type 2. Let's see if I'm at this. Trying too hard to please the other, selling themselves out of affection and appreciation.
Why are you looking at me?
Because mom's not down here. That's why.
Okay.
So that one makes sense for me because I remember you talking like when you first started dating Stacy.
Yes.
And she was like, "This is
too much.
Too
I
much,
need you to
too fast." Yeah. So that makes sense to me.
Hovering around and not giving the other adequate space. There you go.
And that's like any relationship.
I don't know that I want to do this anymore. Expecting mind reading from the partner and being disappointed when they fail to anticipate the two's desires and needs. Yikes. That is spot on. That one is 100% me.
Yeah.
It's almost like I test people. It's almost like I test people with that. Like, okay, I know this is coming up. I'm not going to say anything, and I'm going to see if they remember.
Yep. And that's like...
And then when they don't, it's almost like... And then when they do, I'm almost disappointed that they did. Is that weird?
No, that's completely normal for a 2. So one of my best friends is a 2. And often... Not often, but every once in a while, I will have to be, you have to stop being a 2 right now. I need you to stand up for yourself, and I need you to knock it off. But that's easy for me to say. Yeah. So if she were like in her growth, which would go to 8, and so 8 is a very, it's a challenger, yes, but it's very sure of yourself. And I know what I'm doing, so that fits with your work situation too. So in 8, I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna get this done. This is happening.
Right.
And all of you can fuck off until I get it done.
Yeah.
And that's really what an 8 is. So
I would say, so there's other relationship issues here. Becoming possessive of the partner or jealous of his or her spending time with others. I don't feel like I do that. There's plenty of times that I'm like, nope, I'm like, I don't have any trust issues. I don't go have a good time. I'll see you later. I get my own space. So.
Yeah.
No, but you do get whiny.
What? I do not.
Yeah.
I do not.
You come upstairs, I'm lonely.
You do that all the time.
I don't. I just come upstairs and hang out with you if I get lonely. But you, when Mom was working on the gala this week, you were like, Mom's up at the church. You come up here. We can watch The Sopranos.
Right. What was wrong?
Spent 2 nights in a row watching The Sopranos because Mom went to bed early or was up at the church late.
Yeah, and I didn't want to go to bed.
Yes.
So I wanted something to do.
Yes. I'm not saying that you're possessive.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Or jealous.
Okay.
I just think that you get a little whiny and lonely.
Okay, that's fair.
Codependent.
Not acknowledging personal hurts, needs, and anger until they become damaging to the relationship. That is again. I don't want to play this game anymore.
You don't do that anymore.
No, I've done a lot better after going to therapy 2 years ago. I've done a lot better about like stopping and going, whether it's to Stacy or to you or whatever, and going, I need to have a conversation because I just need to get this off my chest.
Yeah, and then cry every time because I have a disappointment issues.
Jesus Christ. This ain't about you yet.
I know.
That's the next episode.
I can't wait for
Oh.
Caitlin's. I cannot wait.
I know.
my
We'll
God.
just be like, oh, well, because you are this.
Okay, so type capability. So you're saying that if I click on this Enneagram type combinations, it will tell me who I should be with? Is that what this means?
Little
Not necessarily. It's
Uh.
just how you can interact with other people. So like,
I don't want to interact with other people.
so when Caitlin takes it, you can look at that number and you
Oh,
can know.
okay.
So I found that I was much more understanding with people once I knew their Enneagram type. So like for me, I have so I'm a 7. 1 is my stress number. I have really close friends that are all of the numbers except for my stress number, which I found very interesting because I don't want to be around that mess. Like, that's bullshit. I don't want to be around somebody who reminds me of me when I'm stressed. No. So, like, but every other number, I have somebody. And it just so happens that the long-term relationships that I have had or am the one I'm in now, he shows signs of being a 5, which is my growth number. So like that kind of, and I don't know that it's like that for everybody. It's just something that I noticed for myself. But like I have a friend who's a 4 and 4s are very emotional and 7s are not emotional at all. We tend to avoid emotions at all costs because it makes me uncomfortable and I don't like it and it doesn't satisfy me, and that's what I want to be satisfied. So no, emotions are bad. Just let me stand over here and be happy all the time. So I tend to get frustrated with people who do show emotions.
Right.
And so it was good for me to notice that that's something that I avoid the emotions. And so I could better understand her when I knew that that's who she was and she's okay with being sad. And I don't understand that at all. But that's just like their core type. They're okay with being uncomfortable and sad. And I don't get that.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
And that's all right. I don't have to get that.
So, at their best, healthy 2s are sincere and warm-hearted with immense goodwill and enormous generosity of spirit. They have an extraordinary ability to feel the feelings and needs of others because they're empathetic. Healthy 2s know sorrows and motivates them to go out of their way to help and support people, especially in times of need.
Can attest. You've helped me on the side of a road many a times in my time of need. So one time it was in probably the hottest day in July back in 2019,
Yeah,
and
that
in my little my
Chrysler
car,
200.
yeah, and I popped a curb and slammed down, popped the tire, and the lug nuts weren't coming off. Like I was jumping on it. Like it was sweaty because it was so hot out. The air conditioning wasn't working great in the Chrysler. It was just a time. It was a time to be had. And then you told me to go wait in the car.
Okay, so this says under stress, 2 goes to an average 8, which is what we talked about. 2s feel that their overtures of friendliness and many expressions of self-sacrifice are continually thwarted or ignored, and they may reach a point of stress in which they begin to openly express their anger in the manner of average to unhealthy 8s. Their resentment at having been rejected reaches the boiling point, and they simply cannot maintain their loving attitude any longer. This thing might be spot on. feeling that others are taking them for granted makes them average 2 suddenly act in an average 8 manner, becoming egocentric, controlling, and dominating, telling people what to do and when to do it. This kind of behavior puts twos in the center of things and virtually forces others to pay attention to them. Bossing people around. I don't boss people around. And being somewhat confrontational can be surprisingly out of character for a 2. Under greater stress, it can be expressed in outbursts of temper, aggression, confrontation, and threats of withdrawing support. Okay.
Okay.
That might be the case.
That read you to filth.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, it did.
that was filthy straight on is what that was.
My
Caitlin?
my first thought is vacation.
What are you talking-
Packing
what?
literally to go anywhere.
What are you talking
You're
about?
just very much get your stuff ready the night before. We got to pack the car.
No,
What,
that
Caitlin?
is
Why
mom.
is your-
That is not me.
Who's the one playing Tetris? Because I know it's not mom.
Well, yeah, it has to be organized.
So I've never been on vacation with you, but I could totally see that.
Not even just vacation, a trip.
Yeah, anywhere.
Going to a live podcast.
Yeah, I was just thinking.
Love the man.
The li-
He will be crazy stressed out. And then people come up to him and he'll be like, hey, yeah, thanks for coming. Hey, Caitlin, can you order a drink? After he just like was screaming in the car about somebody parking in some spot. I don't know. Like, who is this man? Who is it?
literally-
Yeah.
Show
Went in the
yourself.
Back room. I literally went in the back room to get your headset, and instantly was like, "Oh, I should probably make a list of the shit that I got to get ready for Saturday."
This is why I like to show up to the event afterwards.
Yes, I'm aware.
I like
That's a good
to
idea.
drive separate.
Okay, but in my defense, that's because I have to. I'm uber obsessive about the fact that if I don't pre-plan something, and if something, frankly, I blame the Boy Scouts. It's the Boy Scouts' fault because that whole "be prepared" motto fucked me up for my entire life.
There's your childhood trauma that led
Yes,
to you being a 2.
Because
Not the Boy Scouts being childhood trauma.
yeah, because being prepared, that's a lot of pressure. Just
It is.
saying. That's a lot of pressure. Something doesn't go right, it's my fault. Security. 2 then goes average to 4. With trusted others or in situations with 2s feel sure of themselves and their ability to be honest about their feelings, they may risk expressing their neediness and darker impulses. Okay, hold on. I got to see what a 4 is. What's a 4? The individualist. 4s are self-aware, sensitive, and reserved. They're emotionally honest, creative, and personal, but can also be moody and self-conscious, withholding themselves. Okay, that might be true.
So when you really trusted mom
Yeah.
and a time that you were really sensitive was when you made her heart-shaped chicken with
Okay, why you gotta
spicy
make- you're
raspberry
just-
sauce. That's an example of that.
Aw.
Trusted others.
Which
And your ability, you felt you were able to be honest about your feelings and took a risk.
Yeah,
And-
which, by the way, on an episode of this podcast, I actually asked Chef Robert Irvine about that exact recipe, and he about puked online. He about puked on the episode. He was like, "That sounds terrible."
Okay. Well,
That's awesome.
That's right. At such times, they can be extremely touchy, easily hurt by statements that others would see harmless or even positive.
Oh, I've seen that happen.
When?
Just like mom will say something because of the way that mom was. I would be interested to see mom read to take this,
Oh,
but
yeah, we should all do that. Yeah.
yeah, but anyway, and like mom won't even think twice about something she said, and you will just sit there and brew on it and then get quiet for 20 minutes, and mom's like, "Are you mad?" And you're like, "Yeah." Actually,
I actually did this at work like last
oh
week.
my God,
Poor Miranda
extremely
said something about
touchy.
Diamond or whatever, the internet company that we use, and I took it as a front to me, and I got so mad I went in my office and sat there for 20 minutes. And then I went back into Darcy's office and I was like, "Did I take that wrong?" And she's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, okay." All right. Levels of development. I don't need to know about the levels of development, right? Personal growth recommendations for type 2s. Let's
I feel like this may be applicable to multiple people in this room.
Okay, let's take a break. Let's take a break. We're going to get the personal recommendations for type 2s. And then later in the show, Amy sent this fucking Target thing about how to relate
Oh, we
to
should
relate the enneagram.
we should have you take a
to-
BuzzFeed
to-
Enneagram test.
Hold on, I'm only taking one test a week.
No, you got to take the BuzzFeed one.
How long
We'll
does that take?
We'll discuss it over break.
Okay. All right. So let's get a word from Iowa Beef Steakhouse, styled by JJ Boutique and Kyle Lehman at Wintrust Mortgage. And the We Will Pizza, Amy, you know you want some of that because it helps fund Cyclone athletes. If not,
They cut gymnastics. So,
I
so speaking of
retweeted
that,
something about
hold
that.
on.
I reposted something about that on the
speaking
TikToks.
of gymnastics, Side of the Storm had an episode last night with Tanya Banks, former ISU gymnastics, and had quite a bit to say about that whole situation and what a shit show it is. So I invite everybody to go check that out. All right, let's get a word from our sponsors, and we'll be back with personal growth recommendations for myself.
In the heart of Des Moines, one name has stood above the rest: Iowa Beef Steakhouse. Step inside, and you enter a place where tradition still matters, where the atmosphere feels familiar, warm, and unmistakably Iowa. Service isn't rushed. It's personal, attentive, and rooted in genuine care. And before the main event, the freshest start in the city, our signature salad bar, crafted every single day. Then comes the reason people have returned for generations: Iowa beef, hand-seasoned with pride. Guided by flame, forged by heat. This is where flavor becomes legend. Served with the same care it was crafted with, a meal meant to be remembered. And whether the night calls for bold, smooth, or something in between, our bar offers a selection as rich as our history, including the old-fashioned we've become known for: balanced, timeless, unforgettable. And long after the fire cools, the glow of this place stays with you. Iowa Beef Steakhouse, 1201 East Euclid Avenue, Des Moines, Iowa, where Iowa comes for steak, done right.
Gentlemen, let's be honest. Finding the perfect gift for your wife or girlfriend isn't always easy. You want something thoughtful, stylish, and unique, and that's exactly what you'll find at Styled by JJ Boutique. Julia Bradshaw and her team strive to be your go-to boutique for casual, boho, and chic clothing and accessories, helping women elevate their style one piece at a time. Located right here in Johnston, Iowa, Styled by JJ brings trendy, high-quality fashion that boosts confidence without breaking the bank. So, if you're looking for a gift that says, "I get you," instead of "I tried," head to Styled by JJ Boutique, because nothing makes her smile like feeling beautiful. Styled by JJ Boutique, where style meets confidence. Visit our Johnston location or shop online at styledbyjjboutique.com.
Whether you're buying, selling, or refinancing your home, or if it's simply time to renovate the one you're already living in, you need an experienced mortgage professional to help you analyze your financing options and to make sure the closing goes smoothly. And that's exactly what you get when you call Kyle Lehman at Wintrust Mortgage. Kyle's experience and expertise, coupled with Wintrust's rates and programs, ensures you'll get the mortgage that's right for you. You may even qualify for down payment assistance. Before you reach out to a realtor, call Kyle and get pre-qualified, empowering you to start shopping for the home of your dreams. Call Kyle at 515-473-0546. Kyle Lehman, Wintrust Mortgage, 515-473-0546.
Let's be honest, pizza is something almost every family enjoys. You're already grabbing one at the store, so why not choose the best tasting pizza that also supports a cause we all care about? That was the challenge behind We Will Pizza. Create the ultimate frozen pizza for Cyclone fans. Big flavor, bold toppings, and options for everyone, including gluten-free choices that don't sacrifice taste. And if you haven't tried it yet, the real MVP? The breakfast pizza. Perfect for early kickoffs, tailgates, or watch parties when Hilton Magic or Jack Trice Energy is calling. Every bite helps benefit Iowa State student athletes, so your game day spread does more than just taste amazing. It gives back. We Will Pizza. Made for Cyclone fans, built for tailgates, and ready whenever you are. We will, you will, Cyclones will.
All right, and we're back. All right, thank you again to our sponsors, great sponsors of Three Beards Media. They sponsor all of our podcasts. across the network. At some point, Amy will be back on the network with a show because it's on her goals list for 2026.
It is.
So
It is.
we need more female voices here. Well,
I'm working on it.
along with Julia, is doing a great job on the Fashion and Shit Show Diaries too. She's got a good
Yes.
stuff going on. So,
Awesome.
all right, personal growth recommendations for type 2s. Let's see how this goes. First and
Okay,
foremost, go
Before
ahead.
you get into that,
Yes.
I have heard many times as I'm studying the Enneagram and all of that, if you're not mad about your results, you probably don't have the right one. So, like,
Interesting. Okay.
if you don't feel called out by it,
Oh, I did. Yeah, 100%. I
about
said 3
something
times.
with it,
I don't want to do this anymore.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's usually
It's
how
pretty
you
straight
know
on.
that you got the right one, because you're like, too close, too close.
I don't want to play anymore.
Yep.
Okay, first and foremost, remember that if you are not addressing your own needs, it is highly unlikely that you will be able to meet anyone else's needs without problems, underlying resentments, and continual frustration.
Preach.
Further, you will be less able to
Period.
respond to period in a balanced way if you have not gotten adequate rest, taking care of yourself properly. It's not selfish to make sure that you're okay with before attending others. Okay, so
It's
basically
simply
it's saying,
common sense.
right, it's simply saying
Take care of you,
it's
dog.
okay to put yourself first sometimes.
Mm-hmm. You
Which is
can't
hard
fill
for me.
from an empty
Heart
cup.
yourself.
Yeah, which is very hard for me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Try to become more conscious of your own motives when you decide to help someone.
Mm.
I'm not sure I'm going to like where this is going.
Mhm.
While doing good things for people is certainly an admirable trait, when you do so because you expect the other person to appreciate you, do something nice for you in return, you're setting yourself up for disappointments. I don't want to play this anymore. Your type has a real danger of failing into unconscious codependent patterns with loved ones, and they almost never bring you what you really want.
Yep.
So do it because you want to, and it's the right thing to do, not because you want something. Which I don't feel like I do things because I expect. I really don't think I do things because I expect something in return. Would I like to be acknowledged for those things? I think yes, but I don't. That's not the reason I do it.
Mm-hmm.
You
So
seem to disagree.
No, I agree. No, I there's been many a times when you could have taken a much well-deserved bow for something that you did and you accomplished, and you put that on the back burner because it wasn't about what you accomplished. It was about the help that a group of people were able, the difference
I
a
think-
group of people were able to make in something.
I think the charity event that I work on every year for the dinner dance and for the nights is a great example.
Mm-hmm.
For the longest time, I did do that, and that night I would never make it about me, and I would always call other people out that did hard work or whatever. But I will say, in the last few years, I have felt slighted that I have not at least gotten some sort of recognition after 15 years that
mm-hmm.
this has been a pretty big deal, and I've been a big part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. That's
Yeah.
fair. While there are many things you might want to do for people, it is often better to ask them what they really need first. You are gifted at accurately.
Oh my gosh, all the time.
Can I get it out first before you criticize?
Oh my, no, I'm literally gonna
You better have
I'm
some
gonna
examples because I don't even know what the fuck this means.
read you to filth
You are-
next. Okay.
You are gifted at accurately intuit. I don't know what that word is. Others'
Okay,
feelings.
hold on.
What? You read that.
You are gifted at accurately intuiting others' feelings and needs, but that does not necessarily mean that they want those needs remedied by you in the way that you have in mind.
I know exactly what you're
Communicate your intentions and be willing to accept a no thank you. Someone deciding that they do not want your particular offer of help does not mean that they dislike you or are rejecting you. Bing, 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 bing. How many times have we gotten in? Honestly, our biggest fight was about this. was about this because it was 2020. It was basically like my childhood again, except we're all living in this space, and we had never really lived here in this finished space with all of us kids at home.
Right. It had been a long time since all 6 of us were in this house.
And poor Tyler wasn't even we didn't even have a bedroom for Tyler because when you and Mom had bought the house, the thought was, well, we don't need 4 bedrooms.
Right.
Like if Tyler is going to be moving out, and then Caitlin, and then eventually Josh and Jordan.
Okay, get on to the part where I was a bad person.
Well, yeah, I kind of do that sometimes. Sorry. Anyway.
Tracy, hurry up.
Now you're going to make me lose my train of thought. So anyway, I was working at the daycare. I was coming home to this every day, and I was complaining about something. And you were like, well, this is what you need to do. And you need to do this, and you need to do this. And I was like, you don't understand. I'm not going to do that. And you're like, well, why am I giving you a solution? Like, I've given you a solution. You can stop talking about it. And I was like, yeah, but it's not the solution that I want or that I need. And then.
But it's the solution that would have solved the problem.
And then you said something along those lines. And I'm at this point screaming at the top of my lungs because I don't know how to get it across to you that I do not want you to fix my problems. I want you to listen to my problems. And I said that. Listen to me. And I slammed the door shut and I left. And I think Mom texted me like, hey, be safe. Please turn your location on so we know where you are. I won't tell Dad I'm texting you. Like, she probably 100% did tell you. I'm like, I'm not that mad. I'm going to come home eventually. I just need some air.
There's a lot to unpack there.
Well,
in my defense, you were going on and on and on, and I could have had it solved in 5 minutes if you did.
Okay, but you did not understand that that's like me, like you coming home and complaining about work and me being like, well, why don't you just go tattle? Or like, why don't you just go tell somebody else about it and then they will fix your problem? That's like the equivalent of what you were giving me. Like, what was I going to do?
I don't remember the exact problem.
I don't remember the exact. You told. Actually, no. Your solution was for me to quit my job in a pandemic. If you hate it, you're coming home and having something to drink. Maybe you should consider a different job.
If your job is making you drink a lot of alcohol, that's a problem.
It was also July and I wanted to go hang out in the pool, and you were coming home and wanting to drink in the pool too.
I wasn't coming home. I was already home.
And it was 2020.
Yes, it was.
So didn't we all drink a whole lot more than...
Okay, I want to go back. I want to go back to the part. Where's the part where it said I should talk about my feelings and how I feel?
Yeah.
Hey, but you never did that.
I'm going to right now.
Okay.
Going back,
okay.
This is what they call. This is what they say. They call this a callback in the industry. Here.
In the industry.
I would like to talk about my feelings in that I don't understand why, if somebody gives you a solution to a problem, why you wouldn't want to take it.
What?
I don't understand people that don't want to take a solution
because it's not your problem to fix.
So let's jump forward to where we were.
Okay. Amy,
because it all ties together. I do. Because you have a solution, but it might not be the right solution for her. So like,
fuck it. Mark.
I can come up with a solution for a problem. That's a nugget. I can come up with a solution for a problem, but if it's not the solution that's right for your life, then it doesn't work.
Okay.
It's the same thing. Yeah.
Okay. All right. There's example. Jeez. The examples of people that are twos. I'm not sure I'm going to like this list. Although Pope John Paul, I'll take that.
No, it's not Pope John Paul.
Well, it's Pope John the 13th. No, the 23rd. Yeah. Okay.
You don't know if he was good.
All right, here we go. Eleanor Roosevelt,
Um,
Nancy Reagan.
oh, Monica
Lewinsky.
Lewinsky.
What the
Okay.
Okay, but do you follow her on Twitter?
Yes, I do. She's
a,
actually
she's
great.
a fantastic follow.
She's
Yeah.
fantastic follow. Yeah, she.
Love
You
her.
talk about somebody. You talk about somebody that got dealt a terrible hand in life and could have just crumbled, and has
Yep.
become a strong, independent woman. is
She's a
Monica.
badass.
She is.
Yep.
Ann
Yeah.
Landers, Mary Kay from Mary Kay Cosmetics.
Oh, the person who created an MLM. That great,
Yeah.
What?
great role model. MLMs.
What
You
are
know,
those?
Pampered Chef and Tastefully
Multi-level
Simple and
marketing.
Oh, multi-level marketing. Okay, I'm with you.
yeah.
Richard Simmons,
Yeah.
Luciani Pavarotti, John Denver, Lionel Richie. All right, Stevie Wonder. I can be on board with that.
Barry Manilow.
Dolly Parton.
Josh Groban.
Who the hell is that?
He's like a famous songwriter.
Oh, I thought he was
Yeah.
in. Like,
And he's
Frozen.
in Glee.
Wasn't he? Wasn't he in Frozen?
No, you're thinking of Jonathan Graff.
Oh, Danny
think.
Glover from Lethal Weapon.
Danny Glover.
Yeah, Dr. McCoy from Star Trek. All right, here we go.
Who's that? Anyway, now
Dolly Parton. You're in. You're
I'm in the same
in a
group as Dolly Parton.
If
You
you're
goddamn
ever
right.
in a category with Dolly Parton, you're in.
Dolly and I have so much. in
Yeah.
common. It's
you do
ridiculous.
at least two.
That was really uncalled for.
You don't know what I'm
I
talking
know
about.
exactly what you're talking about. You suck.
You got a good button for that.
No,
To-
I don't. No, I don't.
I
Erroneous.
like it.
Oh, I just lost this BuzzFeed thing.
Oh, come
here we-
on.
I
Here
got
we
it.
go. You got to pull it up. Let's
All
take
right.
it live.
All right. So Caitlin wants me to take this BuzzFeed thing. This BuzzFeed warning. Don't take this Enneagram personality test unless you want us to literally read your mind.
Let's see how accurate the BuzzFeed test is.
Okay. All right. All right. Here we go.
Hey,
Yes,
I
I
understand.
understand. All right.
Okay.
Enneagram type.
Here, hold on. We got to read it. Who
Okay.
are you really? Well, this quiz is about to tell you. In case you're not familiar with it, the Enneagram is made up of 9 simple interconnected personality types. I'm going to ask you 14 personal questions.
Where was
and
this
all
at? I
you've
could
got
have
to
I
do
could have got 14
Oh, stop
questions
it.
for free
is
yesterday.
answer them as honestly as possible. The most truthful you are, the more accurate your results will be. Then at the very end, we'll tell you which type you are and include an in-depth descriptor of what it exactly means. Sound like a deal? Let's get into it. All right.
Enneagram type. Gut, heart, and head.
All right, let's start off with a little treat. Pick a jelly cat for yourself.
Are you serious?
Have you ever seen the Jelly Cat
I don't know what a
Cafe?
jelly cat
Okay,
is.
mark it that we have to talk about the Jelly Cat Cafe on our next Father
Okay.
Like Daughter.
All right,
But
so I just pick one that I like.
yeah,
It's the cake.
obviously. Okay, scroll down.
Okay.
If your younger self was tasked with describing current you using one of the following words, which one would they pick? Bold, friendly, determined, consistent, caring, successful, creative, independent, optimistic. Now, what would young Christopher think of now Christopher?
Successful.
You really okay?
Wow. I have a good job. I have a
Stop. I'm
I have
not
a
saying that
house.
you're not successful. All I'm saying is that I just think younger you is maybe a little bit more hypercritical. Anyway, which of the following cakes would be your ideal birthday cake? A confetti, a chocolate chip cookie, a red velvet with cream cheese frosting, ice cream, matcha crepe, an Earl Grey oat cake, gluten-free chocolate fudge cake, strawberry shortcake, classic vanilla. I have a guess.
Okay, well, since carrot cake's not on here, I'm taking
That's
red velvet.
disgusting. I would have guessed ice cream cake,
I'm
but
taking red velvet. No, it hurts my teeth.
Oh
if
my
you were
goodness.
famous for something, what do you think it'd be? My personality and charm, my persuasiveness, my humanitarian efforts, my never before seen invention, my strong communication skills, my values, my numerous awards and high income, my scheming, or my wittiness and cleverness.
Oh, it's my wittiness and cleverness.
Okay. Are you taking this seriously?
Yes.
If you
Yes,
were to be
yes.
famous,
You don't think I'm witty?
okay. Next question.
It was either that or
Your
my-
never before seen invention, because that's what you
No.
were hovering over.
No, it was either that or my strong communication skills.
Okay.
All right.
Which of these destinations would you most like to visit? Rio, Berlin, New York, NYC, specifically London, Paris, Bangkok, Seoul, Auckland, or Mykonos?
Berlin.
Ew, really?
World War II.
Okay, of course. In a perfect ideal world, which of these careers would you choose? High profile lawyer, celebrity matchmaker, award winning actor, social media manager, therapy transcriber, pediatric nurse, reality TV videographer, hard hitting journalist, or a yoga instructor?
Lawyer.
Really?
That's what I went to college for.
Yeah, no, I think you would be a hard hitting journalist.
That was going to be my second choice.
Okay. If you could step into a painting for a day, which one of these would you pick?
I'm going to have to Google this.
Okay, the School of Athens, don't know that one. The Birth of Aphrodite, she's like this coming out of the clamshell.
I'm just
I think.
picking one. A bar. There. That's what I'm picking. A bar at Folie Bergère.
Okay.
How many more fucking questions are there?
14. Okay, now here's the same question, but with the actual
Oh,
paintings.
motherfucker.
Which of these would you step into for a day? That's the one you pick.
Yeah. You know what? She's good looking. I'll take that one.
That's what you would step into?
Yeah, look at her.
No, I would.
No, I'm not
That
taking it.
seems problematic.
She's asleep.
That
I feel like
seems-
that would be.
I would take a Sunday.
Okay, I'm not taking that one. You know
Or
why?
cafe
Wait,
at
this
night.
Sunday thing here.
Yeah.
That was a painting that was in an episode of the Cosby Show, and I don't want anything to do with Cosby.
Oh,
Okay, that's understandable.
Oh my
Right?
God.
That's fair, right? He's a
Yep.
rapist. Okay.
Pick one of these songs of the Billboard Hot 100 this week.
Oh, I don't know any of these.
Okay, wait. I
Well,
might help
I know
you.
Kendrick Lamar.
Okay. Do you know okay, so you know Not Like Us.
I do.
Yeah, say Drake. I
Yeah.
know you like him young. That's the one like
Oh yeah.
everybody-
Okay.
okay.
That one.
Espresso is
And-
Sabrina Carpenter
you
with
know-
the bangs. And
you know
she's like, that's
APT.
me espresso.
I know what?
You know, apata.
I don't know.
Pata 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 pata
I
pata
don't
pata
know.
Uh-huh.
Yes, you do.
Not like us. That's what.
Did you even watch Caitlin Clark's Gatorade commercial?
Probably
No. Why would I
not.
watch that?
Oh.
Why would I watch a
I was hoping you would
Now
get
you're
some
just
taste in
rage
your life.
baiting her.
I am now. I'm just
Hold on.
raging.
Scroll up because I got to read you your next question. No,
Oh,
back
okay,
down.
all right.
When you're getting to know someone on a dating app, which of these turnoffs makes you say immediately no? If more than one applies, pick the absolute worst in your opinion. They're
Okay.
too extroverted. They're
When you're
uninteresting.
hold on. When you're getting to know someone on a dating, and which of these turn-offs makes you say immediately, okay,
Like, what's your like?
yeah, I got it.
They're too extroverted. They're uninteresting. They never plan anything. They can't do conflict. Too much toxic positivity. They're the jealous type. They have a big ego. They love to debate or fight, or they have no goals.
They have a big ego. No thanks.
On a scale of 1 to 9, if I were told you we were going to a party right this second, how excited would you be? 1 is not at all, and 10 is very. Right this very second.
I'm kind of really comfy right now, but I guess it could be fun. No,
Right this second.
I know. I'm trying to read
Okay.
them all. I would say no. I'm tired, man. It's scrolling time. I'm already in for the night.
Perfect. What's your favorite super niche genre or book or movie? Animated family friendly Disney musical, 2000 manic pixie dream
No.
girl breakup, 5-part political dystopian thriller,
That's-
stoner bro comedy.
Nope.
You love a good stoner bro comedy. Contemporary 20-something girl failure, feel good rom-com, nonfiction celebrity biopic, tell all, Mind F psychological cult horror, or award season's buzzy historical fiction.
5-part political dystopian thriller.
Yeah. No, okay. If you could pick a celebrity to go on a week-long vacation, who would you choose? Sabrina Carpenter, Pedro Pascal, Zendaya, Ayo Edebiri, Kendrick Lamar, Taylor Swift, Jenna Ortega, Chris Kardashian, or Glenn Powell?
Okay, well,
That's
first
a
of all, it's going to
no-brainer.
be a girl. Second of all, it's got to be somebody that's not 20
Why
years
would
younger
you
than
go
me.
with a girl? Why does it have to be? It's a
Am I
week-long
married?
vacation.
Am I married in this scenario?
Yes and no. Why? But like,
Okay,
why?
then it's
Why
Glenn
do you
Powell.
assume that it's some like
That's fine.
romantic getaway? You think because you pick Glenn Powell, people are gonna think you're gay now? It's okay. It could be a bro trip.
That's a bro trip with Glenn Powell. If it
Okay.
was the other ones, there might have been some hanky panky that I would have had to put a stop to.
Pedro Pascal, I get it. Anyway, scroll up.
Uh-huh.
Scroll up. I gotta read you your last question. Finally, pick one of these trendy things to collect: sneakers, Labubus, crystals, sprayed edge
It's
books, vinyl
sneakers.
records.
It's sneakers.
Type 4.
The individualist.
That's pretty close,
You're
man.
someone with a rich inner life. You honestly can't fathom how people struggle to figure out who they are because you're yapping at yourself in the head 24/7. You're creative. Now, some of this might be because I didn't know the right answer to choose.
There's no right answer.
I'm just saying. All right, we need to finish up here. We're going to. This is how we're going to transition to this stupid Target thing that she gave me.
I sent you other ones too.
Yeah, well, let's get a word from Steph Copley on the STFU moment so we can ask for a donation to the Young Women's Resource Center, a very important organization. And one of the first things that we started doing here at Three Beards Media is to help organizations and things like that. So let's get a word from Steph Copley. And then when we come back, I'm going to see which Target shopper I am based off of this Enneagram. Is that how that works? If this makes me go to fucking Target, I'm going to be pissed. So, because Target sucks.
Hey everybody, it's Steph Copley, the woman behind the STFU segment on the Old Man Strength podcast. When I told the guys I wanted to sponsor this segment, they recommended that I make a charitable donation instead, so that's what I did. I chose the Young Women's Resource Center in Des Moines, Iowa. They're a nonprofit that supports, educates, and advocates for girls and young women ages 10 to 24. Their whole goal is to make sure that these young women become strong, self-confident, and successful. And if you know me at all, you know that aligns with my goals as well. If you're interested and would like to donate, check them out at ywrc.org and donate today. And remember, don't forget to STFU and listen every once in a while. Thanks.
All right, and we are back. So,
Okay.
I assume I have to be a 2, right?
Well, so if you like go on Instagram or Pinterest or whatever, you'll find like all of these memes for Enneagram. So
Yeah, it's
they're
very
not-
millennial coded.
Yeah.
Yeah. A Target meme
so-
about Enneagrams, very millennial.
Yeah, definitely. Or stupid.
Okay.
Hey.
That's rude.
So there's like
There's that
all
8.
kinds of different ones. So this is just one, and I have a whole folder on my phone. They're fun to look at, not necessarily like anything real, but they are funny to look at. So, I picked this one out of my Enneagram photos folder because I know how much you love Target. So that's why I picked this one,
Exactly
literally.
right. I'm a
Yeah.
huge Target fan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a Targeter.
Yep.
He's a Target girly getting
Look,
his
all I'm
Starbucks
saying is
Uh-huh.
I
he
don't.
enters the
That's
store.
no. All right, so
Making sure he gets a cart with the coffee holder
that used
for
to.
his Starbucks.
Now, see, you're making fun of me, but I used to be like that at Hy-Vee.
Exactly.
So just, it's okay to do that. All right, just so you know.
Okay.
Okay. Anyways,
You don't have to make me okay with it. You have to make you okay with it.
I know. All right. A number 2 at Target. That sounds exactly what I would want to do at Target, by the way, is take a number 2. Goes in for just because gift of a friend. Right? Nope, that's wrong. Inspirational mug.
Or can
and
you read?
dark chocolate. It's all out of whack.
A quirky but uplifting card, face mask, the basics.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
that's
none-
not you.
none
Let's
of
check
that.
a different one.
Okay. Let's
8.
8 might be.
Power walks, no cart. I can carry it. Does a quick scan of the clothes. May pick up a basic striped tee. Ends up getting a beeswax food storage kit that's been in their Amazon cart for a few weeks now.
No. Where's the one that says not
4.
going? 4?
Really just there for the familiar popcorn smell. Might get a Starbucks if the vibe is right. Inadvertently spend $63. Is in and out in 4 minutes, got a Harry's Razor refill, bag of coffee grounds, and a pack of gum.
Where's that at?
Self-checkout, number 5.
That's me. That one 100% is me. It's even got a check mark on it. It's in and out in 4 minutes, got a Harry's Razor refill, bag of coffee. Yeah, that's me. I'm going in there for one reason and one reason only. And I'm not necessarily happy about that. So how about that? Fair?
Yeah, which one do you think is mom? Clock her tea.
Where's the one that says went in for 3 things and spent $400?
Goes in for shampoo and paper towel, tries out new shampoo with stunning packaging, forgets the paper towels, does pick up peanut butter trail mix, a gold paperweight shaped like a dog, ... and slippers, ...
That's mom. That's mom.
Or, yes.
Totally.
That's my number. And
I don't know that I've ever told you this story before, Amy. We went to Target. We had a Halloween party to go to. And also, you know me, I'm anti-Halloween anyways. So we have a Halloween party to go to. We can't figure out what to wear. So we go to this Halloween store. And I wanted to go as Ted Lasso. They had these Ted Lasso outfits. And Stacy's like, well, why don't we go to Target? And I remember going, Jesus Christ, we're not going to find anything at fucking Target. I don't want to go because Josh is just going to want to wander around and I'll be stuck in there just fucking standing there. So we walked into Target. I was pissed. Like, I did not want to be there. I was over this whole fucking deal. We're standing over there. They're walking around and I look over and there's these god-awful looking matching track suits over there. And I go, hey, what if we bought these and we went as Ted Lasso with these? And she's flipping through them and she's thinking, and then she pulls out this cheerleading outfit. And she's like, oh, we should go with these. You should go as the cheerleader and I'll go as the coach. And I go, okay, well, if there's a 4X in there, then sure, that's what we'll do. And 3 seconds later, she pulls out a 4X fucking cheerleading outfit. And I was like, motherfucker.
I believe they were on sale too.
They were on sale.
Yes.
So I went as a cheerleader with a wig and makeup and everything else. And I remember telling Stacy, I said, this shit better come off. And the next morning, the fucking mascara stuff would not come off. And I was not happy. Not happy at all. So yet another reason why, well, Target came in handy that one time. So, all right, we got to get wrapped up here, but we got a couple big events coming up this weekend. 2 live shows for Three Beards Media this weekend. The first one is at 11 o'clock. At JCD and Hobby. There is a signing of Mark Gronowski and Caden Wedgen at the JCD and Hobby. What?
Back up. Say his name right.
Wetjen. What's his name? What? Wetjen?
Wetjen.
Okay.
Caden Wetjen. Yeah.
Okay. Caden Wetjen and Mark Gronowski. They are at JCD and Hobby. So you can buy helmets, photos, things like that to get autographed. That is from 12 to 2. But Andrew and AJ will be live from the event from 11 o'clock to about 12 with a live episode of Hawk's Eye View. So go to JCD and Hobby, listen to the show, get in line, wait to get your stuff signed by 2 great Hawkeyes. It's going to be super fun. And then that evening, we are going to pivot and we're doing a Bill and Willie's podcast live from Revelton Distilling Company, what I like to call After Dark. They're doing a live episode at Revelton Distilling Company, March 14th at 7 o'clock. I would suggest getting there about 6, get a seat. We're going to go live, and we're going to take questions from the audience because, you know, we do Reddit the last third of that show. So instead of Reddit questions, we're going to take questions from the audience. One last thing.
Sounds dangerous.
Well, tomorrow night on an episode of not of Old Man Strength, of Billy and Willie's podcast, we are actually going to test the call-in function on this new system. So we have a phone number set up, and we are going to have a call-in session tomorrow night on Billy and Willie's workshop. We will display the phone number, and I'm trying to bring up the graphic. So,
isn't it down there in the bottom left?
Oh yeah, sure enough, it is. Look at that, right here. Here we go. Billy and Willie's workshop call-in segment. We're going to test this new system here. We're going to hook up a phone to the Roadcaster and take calls. And We're going to see if people can ask them questions on relationships and get advice, anything that they need to know from Billy and Willie's workshop. So kind of a big week here. Of course, Hawk's Eye View's normal show is just going to be on Saturday. We're not going to be on Wednesday night. So they'll be able to wrap up. Hopefully, what the Big Ten's championship game is Sunday, right? Don't they play on Sunday?
Women's played last Sunday and men play this coming
Right.
Sunday.
So by Saturday, they'll know whether or not the Hawks are in the championship game or have a pretty good idea where they finish in the tournament and get an idea of where they'll be for the NCAA. I think they're going to make it. I think they'll be an 8 or 9 seed, just depending on how they do in the Big Ten. That's it.
And another big news, I will be playing in a 3v3 basketball tournament at work this Friday.
What?
So, yeah. Yep,
Ooh.
I'm in the under 35 category.
Yeah, well, do they have a category for somebody that's never shot baskets before?
Yeah, I told people, I said, I warned everyone. I said, listen, if I'm on your team, I'm really sorry. I've never played basketball. However, I love a good foul. I love a good, I'll foul out. I don't care. This is-
That's right. Defense wins championship.
Exactly. I'll just be a really strong defender.
There you go.
Open hand. So.
All right.
Learn how to take a charge. You're good.
There you go.
Yeah.
Amy, what do you got on tap this week? Nothing.
Might head west on Saturday.
That's what I want to hear.
See,
That's what I want to hear.
possibly.
Yeah. Maybe bring
Yeah.
Holly. We haven't seen Holly for a while.
Yeah.
Seen the whole group. So
Yep.
All
So
right.
that's a possibility. We might head west
Perfect.
on Saturday.
all right, everybody. Appreciate you guys listening. This was a little different, kind of fun. We are going to have part 2 on Like Father, Like Daughter, probably next Sunday. So Caitlin can take hers. We'll get Amy on Like Father, Like Daughter, and we'll follow up and we'll see how much of a screwed up kid Caitlin is, all because of her real mom.
Old man strength, built to last. Try to break me, you won't get past. Ain't no quit, ain't no doubt. You don't know tough till you've been worn out. One day, kid, you'll understand.
Cool.